I'm really curious if anyone over at Microsoft knows they don't actually have to keep making video games if they don't want to. Like, if they just don't want to do it anymore, they can just quit. There's no need to keep buying studios and shutting them down if they don't like making games. So when just not making anything anymore is an option, someone tell me why they keep choosing the most absolutely mind-numbingly stupid options to kill the Xbox brand. In the last of Xbox's over like 10-year fall off and inevitable destruction, Microsoft has made the intellectually genius choice to raise the price of literally everything involving Xbox. Consoles, controllers, headsets, games, the whole shebang costs more, because people just need even more reasons to not own an Xbox. If you can pick up on the bit of spite in there, that's because I used to be a die-hard Xbox fanboy. I switched to PS5 this generation, and it's genuinely been one of the best choices I've made over my lifetime of playing video games. The once cost-friendly Series S now goes for a minimum of $380 for the pitiful 512GB model, $430 for the terabyte version. The former most powerful console in the world, the Series X, now goes for $550, and that's without the disk drive. And if for some godforsaken reason you really want to ball out on the best Xbox money can buy, the 2TB Series X now starts at the price of, and I genuinely cannot believe anyone at Microsoft thought this was acceptable in any way, shape, or form, $730. So if you need all the extra storage to hold your 6 out of 10 quality Xbox Studios games for the low price of 4 months worth of groceries, a month's rent, a PS5 Pro and a game, 2 used PS5s, a Switch 2, and 3 games, I could continue, but regardless, Microsoft's happy to provide. Dear Lord, man, I know Microsoft doesn't want to quote-unquote compete in the console wars anymore, but I didn't think what they meant by that was not competing by trying to literally kill the brand. Alright, the biggest offense here, shortly after Nintendo opened the $80 game floodgate, just like everyone knew would happen, other publishers are adopting the $80 games too, Xbox being the first. I mean, I knew it would happen, but I didn't think it would happen within like 4 weeks after Nintendo did it. Seriously, like how long were these guys foaming at the mouth to do this? Let's get one thing straight here, Xbox hasn't made a game worth even $60 since the 8th generation. They have never made a game worth $70, and there's no way in hell they will ever make a game worth $80 with the stuff they put out. The main reason given for this is, surprise surprise, the tariffs. And like every other megacorp claiming to be upping the prices for tariffs, that's just complete BS. If you were unaware, digital products are exempt from tariffs, so there's absolutely zero reason for Microsoft to be upping the price of non-physical products. And even if there were, Xbox isn't even in a bad financial position to warrant asking for more. Xbox Studios games were the top seller on both Xbox and PlayStation. Imagine saying that to someone like 10 years ago. That's hilarious. PC Game Pass also had a 45% boost in sales over the last year. And if that's still not enough to unjustify the price hike for the X Bros, we can also resort back to the bottomless wallet of Microsoft argument. Xbox has never been profitable. Since 2001, Xbox has been a minor expense for Microsoft. That minor expense just so happens to be industry shifting for the gaming industry though. Microsoft choosing to take the most anti-consumer approach to dealing with tariffs is such an incomprehensible shot in the foot, it's not even funny. Of the big three, Xbox was the only one in the position to not up the prices to deal with tariffs. I mean, they literally could have come out and said something like, we're not upping the price for our games because we want to keep people's love of video games alive through this difficult time, or some stupid thing like that. And it would have been the best PR Xbox could have gotten in the last like 5 years. Microsoft has so much money from all of their other ventures, there was absolutely zero reason Xbox needed to be touched like this. I mean, of all of Microsoft's projects, Xbox is the one struggling the most, hands down. The tariffs are a crisis Microsoft could have turned into an amazing opportunity to make themselves into the good guys. But Xbox did what they've done best for the last like 12 years and chose to completely mag dump themselves for reasons. Xbox taking a bit more of a hit during the tariffs could have finally been the thing that turned things around for them. And I am dumbfounded as to how no one in Xbox could have thought of this idea. I mean, $69 billion for Activision's a real 10,000 IQ play, but losing not even a 100th of that to finally turn Xbox's reputation around, just far too much to someone. We can't afford that one there. Now, let me pose a really stupid question to you. Could you ever justify spending over $600 on an Xbox, let alone $730? Like, seriously, because this is a problem Microsoft has faced before. Gamers didn't think $500 was worth it for the Xbox One, and within weeks of its reveal in 2013, all of the goodwill from the Xbox 360 was gone. It's the same thing with a different backstory here. Personally, I'm genuinely not ruling out the possibility of Xbox being ready to leave the console scene and just trying to see how much money they can make off with old stock, because any other reason makes less sense than this tariffs too difficult to handle argument. It's Microsoft. They're fine. Hell, they're doing better than fine right now. Look at their stock prices. They 100% could have taken a hit from the tariffs. Even if the tariffs lasted the full 4 years, any lost value on the Xbox side of Microsoft would have looked like an accounting error to them. It's just so incredibly stupid, man. When it was first talked about on whether or not Xbox was going to leave the console scene, the general consensus was that it would be worse for the console landscape if they did, since it would leave Sony and Nintendo with one less competitor, and more competition is always good, right? But answer me this one. If said competitor is actively participating in some of the most anti-consumer garbage the industry has ever seen, would it really be so bad if Xbox disappeared? Yeah, Nintendo already took the backlash of $80 games, but it was always going to reach other publishers at some point. But really, I'm more worried about the one that was foaming at the mouth to make the jump, more so than the one that was initiating it. I mean, at least we know with Nintendo, it's a slight possibility they might deliver on a game worth $80, possibly. I mean, that game's sure as hell not going to be Mario Kart, but if they could deliver on making a game worth $70 with Tears of the Kingdom, then maybe they could make one worth $80. But like I said earlier, Microsoft hasn't made a game worth even $60 in like 5 years. They make subscription service slop now since Game Pass is the one thing giving Xbox some form of revenue. So yeah, I genuinely think the gaming industry would be better off if Xbox just dropped out at this point, regardless of what the consequences would be long term in terms of competition. Because if one of the competitors is actively making the industry worse for everyone that enjoys the products that come out of it, then that company is essentially a cancer eating away at the rest of the industry. But yeah, I think that's all I gotta say on this one. Don't give Xbox a dime. It's not like they'd notice whether or not you did. Just do it for the fact that Xbox doesn't make a single thing worth what they're price hiking. Swear to God, next Halo that comes out, God only knows when, I'll be playing that off Game Pass on my Samsung Smart TV, because there is literally nothing Xbox could do at this point to sell me on another one of their consoles. But if you like this video, do your YouTube due diligence, gently caress that like button, slowly stroke the subscribe button, and whisper your sweet nothings in the comments. Okay, bye. One last thing before we're totally done here. I'm not sure if Xbox upped the price on the headset, but oh my lord, they're charging $120 for that thing. That might actually be like the biggest aggression that Xbox could have possibly done here. It's genuinely insane. Like, you know, you could get something better than that for like $20 at Target, right?